Before I begin this video, I would like to thank one team in particular. And if you know the story, I found about this on Sunday. It's going to be good things going forward. Thank you to the Indianapolis Colts for beating the Chicago Bears last Sunday. Why I mention that? Simple reason. If you guys follow trends, the Indianapolis Colts and the Chicago Bears have met each presidential election year. And the winner of the game since 2004, since they realized divisions, have won the presidency. So in 2004 and 2016, the Colts won and the Republican won the nomination. And in 2008, 2012, the Bears won and the Democrats won the nomination. So 2020, looking good so far. We could get 4 more years.
4 more years.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not to mention the vice president debate's on right now.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on it. Actually, I have it on the background. Yeah. I'm just watching the captures, man. It's doing good so far. But, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new Pain and Gain Pick'em Season 6, Episode 5. And, oh boy, this is going to be a very interesting week in particular. Why? The Tennessee Titans are continuing to screw things up. Could they affect this week? We'll see. But the thing is, this week will be the first week to actually have 2 teams on a bye, realistic bye this time, not a forced one. And the 2 teams on bye this week, the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. So if you're a Packers and Lions fan, sorry, you're going to have to wait till next week. But before we go ahead and get to the picks, introduce yourselves, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Tiny Tim here. Not much of a happy camper as of late. And of course, y'all probably know why, but I'm here with my boys. Time to go week 5, and why don't we go ahead and get it going?
What is going on, everybody? Still Maiden back in the house this evening. It is the Battle of PA, man. The Eagles and the Steelers, the best, and I'm saying it right here, right now, the best city in-state rivalry in sports. Philadelphia versus Pittsburgh.
You can't go wrong there.
Philly. I mean, they're more of on the historical side with all that stuff, with the Declaration being signed there and the birthplace of America, essentially, and Thomas Jefferson and all that stuff, the Liberty Bell. Pittsburgh's always been the more industrial city with the steel industry there and all the bridges there. So, both 2 historic cities in the United States that both have stories to them in different ways. And it's not quite Flyers Pens, but hey, it's Eagles Steelers, man. Good enough. 2 of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL, except we're not as delusional as them.
So last week was interesting. I actually did a much better week than last week. I went 11-4, other than freaking Arizona once again blowing it. Thank you. Texans blowing it. And thank you. We also, before we get to the first NFL head coaching fire has happened. Bill O'Brien is no longer the Texans coach. Thank God. Holy God.
Yeah. Dude. I went 11-4 as well. Pretty good week for me as well. 2 of my losses I was pretty confident with, so not really kicking myself there. But my other 2 losses were kind of upset picks, and I'm kicking myself on that one. But still, I won't complain about 11-4. That's a good record.
Oh, it definitely is. You can't go on that. Tiny Jim, how'd you do week 4?
I did 9-6. At least I made it above 500. But
that's not bad.
It's all right.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You can't go wrong with that. So let's go ahead and get into week number 5. Alex, unfortunately, he'll be here. It's just running a little late. So let's go ahead and start off things with the Buccaneers and the Bears. This game is in Chicago. And actually a good Thursday night game for once. Finally, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are favored by 3.5, and the referee for this game is Alex Kemp. Who do you guys have and why?
Well, how about that? We finally have a good Thursday game. Yeah, something I gotta say for this game is that the Buccaneers and the Bears, they actually have each other's weaknesses because, Brady, we all know Brady's weakness is pressure and making him have move in the pocket because he's never been a mobile quarterback. Mm-hmm. So, and the Bears, they have that. They got a good young physical front seven that can do that. And then the Bears, their weakness, in my opinion, is kind of their secondary. I mean, it's not pretty much. I mean, their secondary isn't horrible, but when their secondary has to go up against top-tier targets like the Buccaneers have with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, that can cause a problem as well. So this is going to be a very interesting game, and I honestly can't wait to watch this game. I think this is the first Thursday game that I've actually been excited for. Probably since our game with the Panthers a few years ago.
Oh yeah,
we put 52 on them. So yeah,
game hasn't been the same since.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a pretty interesting one for me, but I'm actually going to go ahead and take Tampa for this one because with me, the Buccaneers, their front seven is playing pretty well. The Buccaneers, their secondary's trash, but their front seven is actually pretty solid. They can stop the run pretty well. And in order to beat that Bucs defense, that front seven, you got to have a strong run game. The Bears don't really have that right now. And Chicago, I don't trust Matt Nagy in primetime, and their quarterback situation's a mess right now. So I think the Bucs will take advantage of that. And Brady, he loves to play under pressure. He loves to play under the lights and all that stuff. He has a fantastic resume with that. So I'm going to give this one to the Buccaneers. Low-scoring defensive game, 21-17.
I'm actually going to stay Tiny Tim for last this time. I'm actually going to go second this time. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are experiencing a good start to the season. Other than the Saints game, they've been playing pretty strong, even though they played a good game against the Chargers. The Buccaneers look strong to start the season. They're the favorites right now in the NFC South. The Bears, though, they got back down to reality, playing a good Colts defense with a good defense. And unfortunately, a good defense is going to rattle Nick Foles a lot, especially because the Bears are inconsistent on offense, but the Bears do have something that they can go against. Just like Steelman said, they can go against Brady's and get pressure on him. Brady will be without Godwin this week. I'm more than often sure he will not be playing this week. Mike Evans probably will play, but the Patriots are going to have to play smart if they're going to want to beat the Bears. Brady cannot throw another pick six again or else he's in trouble. I think the Buccaneers will get this done. I think this game will be pretty close, though. I'm going to say final score 27-20. Give me the Buccaneers.
All right. I pretty much agree with everything both you guys have said. Tampa Bay is off to a pleasant start, and Chicago is still shaky. And basically for that reason, I'm taking the Buccaneers in this one. I'm going to give them a score of 24-14.
Very nice. I like that pick. Oh, God. Next game is my official coin flip game of the week.
Are you shitting me?
Carolina Panthers and Atlanta Falcons. Good God, this game screams awful. The Falcons are only a 1.5-point favorite, and it's in Atlanta. And the referee for this game is Brad Allen, who is not a bad referee. But this game, good Lord, this is going to be the worst 1 o'clock game of this slate. What do you guys got and why?
Well, I agree with you, man. It's my coin flip too.
Let's do the
So,
same one.
yeah, this is my coin flip as
Okay.
well.
Okay, I'll count you guys off. All right. All right. Let me see. Let me see your coin, LC.
This is
Yeah.
my coin.
Okay. So heads. So Bray Wyatt will be the
The Panther.
Panthers, and
And
the Fiend will be the Falcons.
That's right.
All right, here's my coin. I don't know if you can see it. Let me turn it around real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but
All right.
So-
Heads will be Carolina, and tails will be Atlanta.
oh, look at that, the state of Georgia. How
How
So,
appropriate.
yeah. All right, so yeah, George Washington are the Panthers and Georgia are the Falcons.
All
What a
right, gentlemen.
coincidence.
All right, gentlemen. 3, 2, 1, and flip.
That was a bad one.
wow. My God. I got Bray Wyatt this time. I got Bray Wyatt this time, so I'm going with the Panthers. Holy
Well,
God.
Apparently, I'm gonna agree with you. I got George Washington.
Holy shit. Carolina Panthers. Honestly, the thing why I have the coin flip and why I think they will win at the end is also a good fact. The Carolina Panthers have actually won both their games without Christian McCaffrey. Think about that for a second. See, I got the Carolina Panthers. I'm going to say 28-27. Give me the Panthers. Surprise.
Well, apparently, I'm gonna agree with you and take Carolina. Even
Yeah.
though, I mean, they're 2-2. They've won 2 in a row without McCaffrey. It looks like Bridgewater's playing good so far. And I will say this though, the Falcons, they're possibly going to be without Julio Jones, so that makes it a little easier for me to pick Carolina here. Because Julio Jones got hurt against Green Bay. He hurt his hamstring against them, and he didn't come back. And he's questionable to play for Sunday. And really, even if Julio plays, I expect him to look a little off, coming off a hammy injury like that. So even though the Panthers, they've always had trouble in Atlanta. You know, that kind of seems to be like their deathbed a little bit because they went 15-1 in that 2015 season. Their only loss was to the Falcons in Atlanta. So, yeah, I got Carolina taking this one. And I'll even make a prediction. I'll say Atlanta blows another lead.
Yes. Yes.
I'll say Atlanta blows another lead and Carolina wins 29-28.
Well, obviously, as you guys can see, I didn't have to flip a coin on this one. What have we been saying? There's 2 teams that we do not pick, and Atlanta's one of them.
That's right.
And so for that reason, I've got Carolina 24, Atlanta 21. Yeah, I can see Atlanta having another lead, but they'll choke again.
I love it. I freaking love it, man. Now, I hope to God this game happens because if it doesn't, the Tennessee Titans, they're screwed. It's Titans-Bills. This game is in Tennessee. The spread is even right now, but the problem is we don't know if we're going to get this game. Like Steelers-Titans, we didn't know if that was going to happen. This game, they had 2 days in a row without positive tests, and then they got more positive tests today. So this game is in jeopardy. This game might not happen, but we're just going to call it as it is going to play. There's no more positive tests. Best case scenario. So Bills and Titans, the spread is even, and this is at Tennessee, and the referee is Brad Rogers. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, assuming this game happens, which it should happen, this is actually going to be my game of the week if it happens. I think this is going to be a very good game because Josh Allen, he is playing very well so far. He continues to play well. like I said last week, people talk about Patrick Mahomes, they talk about Lamar Jackson, they talk about Russell Wilson, they talk about all these. They talk about Aaron Rodgers for MVP. I got to say, you got to start putting Josh Allen up there. He's
you got it.
He's playing very well so far, and really, I mean, Josh Allen right now, he kind of reminds me of a poor man's version of Russell Wilson. He can scramble in the pocket, and he has a good arm as well, but I don't know if he's quite on that level yet, but he has characteristics of him. So, yeah, Josh Allen is playing very well so far. He's making great chemistry with his receivers. But Buffalo, their defense, I gave it so much praise before the season started. It's looked a little rusty over the past couple weeks. Yeah, so Buffalo, they're still playing well regardless. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the last time when the Bills started 5-0. I know the last time they started 4-0 was 2008, believe it or not, and they finished 7-9. Yeah, and they finished 7-9 that year actually.
They blew it.
Yeah, so yeah, probably don't want to mention that to the Bills fans, but I don't know about the last time they started 5-0. It's probably one of their Super Bowl years in the early 90s.
92.
92?
I think it might be. Hold on, I have to take a look. But go ahead.
Whatever. But anyway, it's been a long time since Buffalo started 5-0, and Tennessee. I actually think that postponed game is actually going to end up hurting the Titans more. It's going to hurt us because the Titans, they're the ones that are coming out with the positive cases, and we're the ones that were healthy. So the Titans may be forced to forfeit this game if they keep getting the positive cases, and we don't know if it's ever going to stop with them. So yeah, Tennessee, they're 3-0, but like I keep saying, they got 3 very undeserved wins, and I think the Titans get a reality check here, and they get beat by a better team. So yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills actually to win this game, very high scoring game, by a final of 33-30. I think Josh Allen has another good game, so give me the Bills.
I was going to say the last time they started 5-0, 1991. I was 1 year off.
91, yeah.
91.
So it was one of their Super Bowl years, yeah.
That's right. It was 91.
Yeah.
So
yeah, another thing, the Bills and Titans, even going back to the days when they were the Oilers, this is kind of a low-key good rivalry they have with one another because they had that crazy 35-3 game in the 92 playoffs, and then the Music City. Yeah, then the Music City Miracle back in 99. So, yeah, Bills-Titans, they kind of have a low-key rivalry with one another. So, yeah.
I'd say that's one of the best non-division rivalries in the AFC right there.
I agree 100%.
And I like what Steel Maiden said about Josh Allen, a poor man's Russell Wilson. I mean, he's a bargain. He's a bargain player. Maybe low risk, but kind of high reward a little bit. I like it. And hopefully this would be a very interesting game. I've actually got the Bills winning on the road if they play this game. I got them winning 27-24. Tennessee will stay in there, but Buffalo is just a tad bit better. But another great game for this rivalry. I give it to the Bills.
We're going to be 3 for 3 the first 3 games. So even threes, I love it. The Buffalo Bills right now are just clearly the better team. The Tennessee Titans have not been able to prepare. They've not been able to practice. They even broke protocols trying to practice at a high school. They're screwed. They're not going to be ready. Most of their team, like a lot of the players, are going to have to be coming off the practice squad to make the depth in the roster. Buffalo just right now too hot and playing much better competition. And I don't think the Buffalo Bills will lose this game. I think the Buffalo Bills will win convincingly. I'm going to say the Titans get their ass whooped and pretty much prove why breaking protocol was a dumb thing. Trust me, when you're in the NFL, you can afford to stay home, go to practice. You're supposed to go to practice, go home. Go to practice, go home. Go to practice, go home.
Right.
Go to plane, go to hotel, play a game, go home. They have to go out though because they're dumb. And they're going to get their reality check here. Buffalo wins convincingly. I'm going to say final score 38-17. This
Wow.
game, I think the Titans, especially with a lot of the players that have gotten the COVID, it's going to really hurt them, especially the next couple weeks. They're going to be in deep trouble. Now, I think we're going to have another unanimous pick here. This is actually one of my 3 teams guaranteed to lose. Oh, Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This game is in Kansas City. Kansas City is a 13.5-point favorite. And the referee for this game is Clete Blakeman. I like Clete Blakeman. He's a good referee. So, who do you guys got and why?
I agree with you. I do not see how the Raiders go into Arrowhead and get this W. You can sit back and say that the Chiefs struggled against the Patriots, and that's true. But New England, they got a good defense. I mean, I don't think the Patriots have a great defense, but they got a much better defense than they've had in recent years. But the Raiders, they are a completely different story. The Raiders, they have no pass rush at all. Their secondary stinks. And, the Raiders, they, again, it's like a broken record with me because I say it every week with them. This is a game where the Raiders are going to miss Khalil Mack because there is a way to stop Patrick Mahomes, but it's just next to impossible to do. But there is a way to stop him. There's 2 ways to stop him, actually. Number 1, you got to lock down his targets man-to-man. And number 2, you got to get pressure on him. So the Raiders, they can't do either of those things in this game because of their secondary and their lack of pass rush, which is why I think the Chiefs are going to go points palooza on the Raiders this weekend. On top of that, Patrick Mahomes, he's only lost 1 AFC West game since being starter. That was back in 2018 to the Chargers. The Chiefs have owned the Raiders in recent years, especially at Arrowhead. I can't even remember the last time the Raiders beat them at Arrowhead. But yeah, this is definitely one of my teams that are guaranteed to lose. Give me Kansas City in a very high-scoring game here, and I am not exaggerating by the score. 52-38, Kansas City.
Wow.
Because the Chiefs, they really don't have a good pass defense either, which is why I think Derek Carr is going to put some points on the board. But it's just going to be Patrick Mahomes and company just out muscling the Raiders at their own game. Because the Raiders, they can put points on the board, but they can't stop opponents from putting points on the board. So give me KC, very high-scoring game, possibly the highest-scoring game of the year, 52-38, Kansas City.
I think it's actually going to be 49. I actually have 49-28 Chiefs.
Wow.
I don't quite have it as high as you guys. I got the Chiefs winning by 35-20.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good score. Can't go wrong with that. Oh, God. Next game. Next game is going to be a dumpster fire. Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Give me a break. The Cardinals are favored by 7. Adrian Hill's the referee. Oh, God. And this game could be a dumpster fire in its own. And guess who's starting for the Jets?
Oh, yes, I heard.
Joe Flacco.
No, Joe Fluco.
Yeah, Joe Fluco.
Joe Fluco. I love
Bert.
it.
Yeah, Bert from Sesame Street starting.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, you can't tell me he doesn't look like Bert.
No, he does, dude. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Can we all just agree on the Jets? I mean, Jets getting absolutely whooped. Please.
Let me think about that. Yeah.
Yes. My score, Arizona 42, Jets 7. This game's going to be a blowout.
I don't quite see it that way, but I do see the Cardinals winning by a score of 20-14. Won't be that much high score.
The Cardinals, after they play the last 2 weeks, they need to win badly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I do think the Cardinals get the dub here, but I'm starting to kind of lose hope with them a little bit because they just lost to Detroit and Carolina. But this is kind of a last chance for the Cardinals for me. I see no reason why they can't beat the Jets here because this is the worst freaking team in the NFL. No way. I just don't see the Cardinals are too talented to lose to a team like the Jets. So give me Arizona to win 30-16.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game, it's going to be a dumpster fire, to say the least. Good Lord. Next game, we have the LA Rams and the Washington football team. This game is in Washington, and the Rams are favored by 7.5 points. The referee for this game will be Sean Smith, the referee for our last game against the Texans, who actually did a pretty good job. Who do you guys got and why?
I'm going to go ahead and take the LA Rams here. Washington, they absolutely suck. But then again, so does the whole NFC East. But, Washington, like that win against the Eagles is looking more and more like a fluke. I'm seriously starting to believe that it's more of a product of Philly just being bad this year more than Washington just coming back. Washington, they've given up 30 points. They've given up at least 30 points in 3 straight games. I don't think they'll give up 30 points to the Rams, but I do think LA puts some points on the board here. Simply because the Rams, they are going from LA to DC. So that's a bit of a trip for them going basically across the country. The Rams they kind of struggled against the Giants a little bit too. And it took them until it took a Daniel Jones lazy interception in the fourth quarter to seal the game. So the Rams, they look kind of sloppy against the Giants. And I don't have them looking sloppy in this game. I just have them doing enough to get the win. So give me LA to win, not in blowout fashion, but I got them by double digits. Give me LA 24-10.
God, I got the Rams too. This game is going to be a really disastrous game. If the Rams lose this game, I'm going to be extremely surprised. The Washington football team, let's be honest, they have no reason to win this game. And guess who's going to be starting for the Washington team as well? Kyle Allen has just officially replaced Dwayne Haskins.
Kyle Allen.
Yeah, Kyle Allen. Good Lord, this is going to be bad. Rams should win this game. I don't think this will be a high-scoring game. I'm going to say final score 21-13. Give me the Rams to win this game.
Yeah, give me the Sheep as well. I'm going to take the LA Sheep 31-21 over the Washington No-Names.
I like it. I like it indeed, man. Oh, God. Next game is my second of 3 teams guaranteed to lose. I think we know what game this is. The Baltimore Ravens versus the Cincinnati Bengals.
This is going to get ugly.
This game's in Baltimore. The Ravens are 12.5-point favorites, and the Jerome Boger is going to be the referee for this game. Who you guys got and why? I mean, come on. Let's be obvious here.
Yeah.
Hate to say it, but give me the Baltimore tuberculosis birds here. The Bengals, they had a nice win against Jacksonville, but now they have to play a team that actually has some sort of defense. I think this is going to be a rough game for Joe Burrow. And with the Bengals, the way their defense is, not being able to stop the run and all that stuff because they got torched by Lamar in both games last year against them, especially when Lamar broke their ankles on that play. So, I got it being more of the same. Give me the Bandymore Buzzards here by a final of 43-21. This is my lock of the week.
Interesting. This is pretty much going to be Joe Burrow's baptism of fire. This is the way I see it because, Action Jackson, basically, I think he's like the second best quarterback in the league behind Patrick Mahomes. But, of course, Russell Wilson is like right up there with those guys. Burrow is going to get bounced around. He's going to get bounced all over the place like a pinball. I got the Ravens winning this one by a score of 37-17.
This is my stone cold lock of the century of the week. Baltimore Ravens 49, Bengals 13. I'm sorry, Dashy. This is just. God damn it, Psycho Mike, you fucking asshole. Another one of those fucking funny pictures. God damn it, dude. You always get me at the worst time.
Yeah.
Damn it. He always gets me when I'm trying to talk about something. Oh, God, dude. All right. Good Lord. Yep. Yeah, I knew you were coming, man. All right. Now we got the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This game is in Houston. Houston is a 6.5-point favorite. Bill Vinovich will be the referee. And also, this will be Romeo Cornell's job right now. He is taking over for Bill O'Brien.
Oh,
You
God.
know why. Yeah, I know.
Oh, God, Romeo Cornell. I remember him when he was coaching the Browns back in the day.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
too.
God.
I even remember Romeo when he was head coach in the Chiefs.
Yeah, I remember that,
He
too.
was.
Yeah, Romeo Cornell, he's another example of a coach that's much better of a coordinator.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the Toilet Bowl. The 1-3 Jags against the 0-4 Texans.
Dang.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, this is the toy. Yeah, this is no tank bowl. This is the toilet bowl.
Right. The
Yeah.
toilet bowl brought to you by 2000 Flushes.
Yeah. I'm not gonna congratulate the Texans for doing something they should have done in January, which is fire Bill O'Brien.
Right.
And then the Jags, they're just, the Jaguars.
The Jags.
Yeah, they suck. So, yeah, normally whenever I'm unsure of who to pick, I go home team. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go ahead and take the Texans to finally get their first win of the year. No excuse why they can't win this game. They got a much better defense than the Jags do, and I think that they're going to punish Garner Minshew all day, and they're going to put some points on the board. And of course, because neither team can get out of their own way this year, it's going to be a close game. So give me Houston to win 24-20.
I got the same thing, man. I got the Texans win this game convincingly. The Jaguars, they're the Jaguars. I think both defenses are pretty bad. You all right, Donnie Tim?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, just want to make sure, man, because
That's
I
right.
didn't know. Okay. But both defenses are pretty bad, to be honest with you, man. The offenses were concerned here. I could see this game being a shootout. I have the Jaguars, unfortunately, getting whooped harder by the Texans. And Romeo Cornell get his first win as a coach in God knows how long. Give me the Texans to win this game 31-28. I think this game is a shootout, to be honest with you.
Well, hell, I don't give a rat's ass if this game is in Houston or not. I'm still not taking the Jaguars. I got Houston winning this one 30-10.
Hell yeah.
30-10, Houston.
I love it. I love the confidence, man. I love it. And trust me, I don't want to pick the Jaguars or Falcons either. Trust me. Even if they both met, I would say I would want it in a tie.
Yeah, it's the perfect ending for it.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed.
I think they play each other this year, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, dear God. I don't know if they do or not. Let me see. Should
Or do they? No, they played each other last year.
They play the North, NFC North. So they play the.
Oh, so they don't. Okay.
Now we got our game. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This game is in Pittsburgh. And the Steelers are favored by 7 points. Ron Torbert is going to be our referee for this game, a really good primetime official. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, since both of you guys are Steeler fans, I will begin this one first if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
So we got the Battle of Pennsylvania. How nice. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the greatest storied franchises in all of NFL history. And then we got a team that is 1-2-1 and first place in the NFC least, the Philadelphia Chickens.
Yeah.
Well, they better enjoy first place for now. They better enjoy that because this is actually my lock of the week. I'm locking the Steelers to take this one 27-21. Die, chickens, die.
Hell yeah, I love it.
There we go. All right.
Let me show this comment wrote by Leedy. EDP won't be having a twerk party this time. No, he will
No,
not.
he won't. No, he won't.
No, literally, if you go on his live streams, 90% of the comments are just telling him to twerk. No joke.
I know. I see it.
Good God. Go ahead, Phil, man.
So, yeah. Yeah. It's the Battle of the Keystone, baby. Yeah, like I said at the beginning, not quite Flyers Pens, but Eagles Steelers is good enough. Something I will say about this game. First of all, this has been a very home dominated matchup in recent years. The last time, I'm not even kidding when I say this, the last time the Steelers beat the Eagles in Philly, you got to go back to 1965.
Whoa.
Yeah, my parents were newborns back then. Okay. 1965. The last time the Eagles won in Pittsburgh, 2000. So, yeah, this has been a very home-dominated matchup, and since the turn of the millennium, basically. So I think your keys to victory for this game is that you got to exploit Philly's weakness, and that's their offensive line. They're starting a bunch of backups and second stringers on the offensive line here. And you got to abuse Carson Wentz. You got to make him run in the pocket all day long, and that's just how teams have been able to beat Philly this year. They're just making Carson Wentz work, and with our front seven leading the league in sacks, that is a horrible mismatch for the Eagles right there, because our front seven's going to eat. Our front seven is going to bring the heat. It's going to bring the pressure. It's going to make Carson work. But the Eagles, they actually have a solid front seven as well, so that's going to pose a challenge to our offensive line that has issues as well. So I think this is kind of be on the defensive side a little bit, but I think with both our pass defenses being very questionable, I actually think Philly's pass defense is worse than ours.
Oh,
because
definitely.
the Eagles have just been getting killed in secondary since Super Bowl 52.
Mm-hmm.
Our pass defense does give up a lot of big plays as well, but it's nowhere near as bad as Philly's because we actually have players to fall back on in secondary. Philly, they have starters. Philly, they have good secondary players, but they have just been underachieving so badly. So I think this is going to be a very defensive-orientated game with some big plays being thrown up. But at the end of the day, I think this all comes down to who has more advantages here. And really, we have way more advantages in this game because we're staying at home. We're essentially coming off a bye week. We're healthy. We've had practice time. The Eagles are flying from San Francisco to Pittsburgh. That's basically across the country. Mm-hmm. So the Eagles, they're at a huge disadvantage. We have a lot of advantages in this game. Plus, Governor Tom Wolf of Pennsylvania, he's finally pulling his head out of his ass and letting fans come to the stadium. So we're going to see about 12,000 Steeler and Eagle fans in the stadium. I think that's the maximum capacity that he's allowing so far is 12,000. So yeah, I expect Eagle fans to make the trip to Pittsburgh like how we make the trip to Philly. And yeah, let the battle start, man. I am going to roll ahead with my boys to get this win. I got us punishing Wentz. I got us locking down Philly's targets. and I got our run game coming to life in this game, and I got it being a very hard-fought, contested game. So give me the Steelers to win this one 23-14.
Very nice. To be honest with you, the Eagles are unfortunately really underwhelming this year. They're extremely underwhelming. And the Steelers, unfortunately, with the freaking Tennessee Titans being Jagoffs, we freaking had to have an early bye week. But the good thing is, though, we got 13 straight weeks. Plus, we've already played 2 home games. We're not having to travel. Philly, just like you said, had to travel. And the thing is, though, the Eagles really, the only player that really scares me on the defensive backfield for Philly is Cravon LeBlanc. Darius Slay is extremely overrated, and he has been a liability on that defense. I'm not sure Malik Jackson and Fletcher Cox are going to be playing this game for the Eagles, which also could hurt them too. But Pittsburgh, though, we're coming off a bye. Everyone's pretty much going to be healthy. The only player I know is confirmed to be out is Derek Watt. He will not be playing. But Deontay Johnson should be good. Everyone else should be good. And I think we're going to play very well. And I think our offense is going to absolutely just dominate the Eagles defense here. I have the Steelers winning this game convincingly. I am a final score 34-13. We need this big win. I think we're going to get a big win here personally. I think we're going to show the world what we got. And we're not going to play down the competition because – Mike Tomlin, though, he knows how to play against teams. Even though they may not be as strong as they once were, he knows how to play against good teams.
Yeah, that's something else. This is a good coaching matchup, too. Doug Peterson and Mike Tomlin. Both of them are very good coaches. I think the only thing that Philly has over us in this game is coaching, really. I think Doug Peterson's a little bit better than Tomlin. But still, they're pretty much on the same level.
I say 50-50, but
yeah, they're about the same.
Yeah.
Now we got Alex's game. Unfortunately, I don't think at this point Alex is going to be here, but we got the next game on the list, which is Miami Dolphins against the San Francisco 49ers. This game is in San Francisco. The 49ers are a 9-point favorite. Really? I did not expect that. That's surprising.
Wow. Thought it'd be
and the referee for this game is Land Clark. Who do you guys got and why?
Well, on paper, this looks like a total blowout. It's the Dolphins and 49ers. But here's the thing. 49ers, they're still pretty banged up. And I don't know who they're going to be starting for this game, if it's Nick Mullins or C.J. Beathard.
I think
I think you got to start C.J. Beathard in this game. He looked a lot better than Nick Mullins did on Sunday night, at least from what I saw. I don't know if the 49ers are getting players back for this game, but we'll see. The Dolphins, I think one thing that you got to be very careful about in this game is Ryan Fitzpatrick because he can put points on the board. He kind of came to life in the fourth quarter against the Seahawks, even though it was too much too late. But I was actually going back and forth for this game, but I'm gonna play it safe and go home team like I always do whenever I'm unsure. I got the 49ers prevailing in this game by a final of 24-20. I think this is going to be a lot closer than what people think. So yeah, give me the Niners.
Sorry, Alex. I got to go with the 49ers, too. I think the 49ers just have the better players right now, even though the Dolphins will make this a close game. I just don't think Fitzpatrick, unfortunately, is going to be there to compete against the 49ers. The Dolphins usually don't play well against the NFC West team. So give me the 49ers to win this game. I'm going to say 31-27. I think it's going to be more of a shootout.
Yes, I will agree with that. Sorry, Pizzle. I got to go with the Niners on this one. It'll be kind of close. I got the Niners winning. Won't quite cover the spread, but I got them winning 24-17.
Very nice. Next game we have is the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. Oh, boy. It's a 4 o'clock game. Wow, I'm surprised. This game is in Cleveland. Indianapolis is a 1.5-point favorite, and the referee for this game will be Scott Novak. Who do you guys got and why?
I'm saying this right here, right now, for all my Cleveland Brownie fans that are flapping their mouths about their 3-1. Okay, because I live in an area where I'm surrounded by Browns fans, and they're talking shit right now, and they're 3-1. And I'm saying this for all those Browns fans that are running their mouths. This is going to be a reality check for you guys, because in order to beat the Cleveland Browns, you need a strong defense. You need to make Baker Mayfield work. You got to shut down their run game. The Browns are going to be without Nick Chubb because he's on IR. Now, hopefully he gets better, but still, he's on IR. Don't know how long he's going to be out, but he got injured against the Cowboys. And, yeah, I mean, granted, they got Kareem Hunt, but Kareem Hunt's not the kind of quarterback you want to give the ball 20-plus times to a game.
I agree.
You need to take pressure off of him, and that's what the Browns have Nick Chubb for. The Colts, they got a great defense, especially at stopping the run, and that is going to be your difference maker here. This is going to be a low-scoring defensive game, and I am going to go ahead and say the Indianapolis Colts continue their winning streak to put the Browns at 3-2. And next week, the Browns, they go to their version of hell, a.k.a. Pittsburgh, to play us. Browns have only beaten us in Pittsburgh 6 times since the 70s, and they've only beaten us 1 time at Heinz Field. So this is an example of a game that the Browns really need to win, but they're not going to win it because they're the Browns. Yeah, give me the Indianapolis Colts to shut down and cool off the Browns offense in a defensive dominated game, 21-18.
I kind of see things just a little bit differently. I mean, yeah, they had a lot of confidence after that win last week, but they are basically going up against probably the worst defense in the league, which I will allude to later. I actually have Cleveland winning this one very, very close. Low scoring, 17-14. Cleveland, I think, is getting warmed up.
Wow. Now I got to make the icebreaker pick here. The Indianapolis Colts do have the number 1 defense right now in the league for the first 4 games. Their defense, especially their run defense, has been absolutely insanely good. It has been insanely good. And they shut down David Montgomery last week. And the Colts, their offense isn't that bad either. They got some young, underrated receivers. Mo Alley Cox is very underrated. T.Y. Hilton's still the leading veteran presence. You got who's that? Well, there was the YouTube star from USC, Michael Pittman Jr., who probably will be playing this game. The Colts just have too many weapons on offense, and I think that week 1 game against the Jaguars was a fluke. This Colts team should be a lot better, and they are a really good team, really underrated. The Browns, they just had a field day on, unfortunately, a terrible Dallas team, which we'll get to next, but the Browns are not going to have that same kind of momentum against the Colts. Give me the Colts to win this game. I'm going to say final score 21-17. Give me the Colts. Now we got Tiny Tim's team. Fox game of the week. Wait, no, this isn't the Fox game of the week. I'm surprised. Oh, it's actually the next game. My bad. But this is the game of the. This is one of the top games for Fox. Giants and Cowboys. This game is in Dallas. Cowboys are 9.5-point favorites. And the referee for this game will be Craig Wolstad. Who you guys got and why?
Well, I think we'll let Tim go last for this one since it's his team. Right. So, got the 0-4 Giants, who have only scored 47 points on the season so far. I am not making that up.
That is real.
Their offense is that bad, but that's what happens when you have as your offensive coordinator. That's right. Yep. That's what happens when you have that guy as your offensive coordinator. So, yeah, really, it makes me kind of grateful that we have Fickner at this point because, the Giants are an example that, hey, our offensive coordinator could be worse. you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Giants, they're just abysmal, even though they got Saquon Barkley out for the year. Daniel Jones, you can always count on him to throw an interception at the most inopportune time. But the Giants' defense has looked a little bit better. Not a lot better, but a little bit better. Yeah, so I will say the Giants, they do have a bit of an advantage in this game because Jason Garrett knows how Dallas's offense works. So that could be something the Giants build upon, but I don't know. I don't trust the Giants. I just don't. They are the second worst team in the league in my opinion behind the Jets, or well, in front of the Jets, I should say. But yeah, I just don't trust the Giants. I think Dallas rebounds. They get this win here, stop the bleeding for now. And the Cowboys, I think that they're going to be determined to really get back in the swing of things of chasing the Eagles in the division race. And they do it by beating the team that they have owned for the past 3-4 years. Because, yeah, the Cowboys, they've owned the Giants like crazy since like 2017, something like that. So, yeah, give me the Cowboys to win in a much closer game than it should be because I still don't trust Dallas's defense at all. I think Dak is gonna keep them in this game to win it. But give me the Cowboys to win 30-29.
I have the Cowboys too. The Cowboys right now need this win badly. The Giants, they're in dumpster fire mode. The Cowboys, they're going to be on the uprise because their offense is fantastic, but the defense, it's like a double-edged sword, to be honest with you, the Dallas Cowboys. They're like a double-edged sword. And unfortunately, the double-edged sword has hurt them more times than it's helped them. But this time, they'll get a good cleave of the New York Giants and help them get them win. I'm going to say final score, Cowboys 42, Giants 24. Give me, how about them Cowboys?
Okay. You know, I kind of find it a little bit ironic. Either irony or I don't know what you call it, but it seems like the defensive guys who signed their contracts this past year, they now have the worst defense in the league. But then we got this one quarterback who didn't get his big contract, but yet he's lighting up the league. I looked up some stats here. Dak Prescott, 137 to 201 for 1,690 yards.
Sorry I'm late.
No worries, Alex.
Pizzle.
Don't
What is
worry,
up,
man.
everybody?
Yeah,
Anyway.
he's just as great as those Frosted Flakes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, before we were so pleasantly interrupted, he's already thrown for 1,690 yards after 4 games, 9 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. But he's been sacked 9 times, and he's fumbled the ball twice and lost it. Yeah, he has his bad side, but he just became the first quarterback to throw for at least 450 yards in 3 straight games. Do you realize he is on a pace to shatter Peyton Manning's single-season record?
Yep.
Wow.
But here lately, these guys that signed those big contracts for the defense. Here lately, I've been having to put out an APB on them. So far, after 4 games, he got 8 sacks. Can't cover third downs. Can't even cover fourth downs. I mean, yeah, as I said before we started this thing, the Cowboys defense is awesome. Cowboys defense is atrocious. So they got to really pick it up here because right now I'll take the Cowboys over the Giants any day. Giants almost like they don't have an identity. So once again, it's going to be the arm of Dak Prescott, and they got to feed Zeke. I mean, yeah, it's nice that Amari Cooper. Yes, feed him, feed him, feed him. It's nice that Cooper's getting touchdowns. Hey, congratulations to CD Lamb for getting 2 touchdowns in that game last week.
Oh
Had him
yeah.
on my fantasy team last week.
Yeah, and getting
I
me a
love-
lot of fantasy points.
I love that kid. He is going to be a huge star for this team. But for my pick, I am going with Cowboys this time because it is the New York Midgets. And I got the Cowboys winning by a score of 31-24. And
I like
yeah,
that. Alex. Oh, sorry.
it's all right. I'm good.
Oh, you're good. Okay, I just want to make sure. Alexander the Great, you
Yes.
pretty much missed a lot of the games. Well, we'll go ahead and
I have my picks right here.
go ahead. So we're going to start off with Buccaneers Bears.
Bucks 28, Bears 20.
Very nice. Panthers Falcons.
Where was that one? Panthers and Falcons. I have the Panthers 30, Falcons 23. And yes, they blow another lead.
Yep,
That's what I said.
that's what I said.
I love it. Bills Titans. If this game happens.
If it happens.
Quote if.
Bills 30, Titans 27.
Very nice. Raiders Chiefs.
Chiefs 37, Raiders 19.
Cardinals Jets.
This is my blowout, or this is my stone cold lock of the century of the week.
Hell yeah.
31-13, Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice. Rams and football team.
Rams 28, football team 10.
Very nice. Bengals Ravens.
Bengals and Ravens. Let's see. 38-21 in favor of Baltimore.
Very nice.
Ravens.
Jaguars and Texans.
Jaguars and Texans. Okay. Texans 36, Jaguars 24.
Wow, very nice. I like that. Steelers Eagles.
Oh yes, the Philadelphia Bowl.
The Pennsylvania Bowl.
Pennsylvania Bowl. Yeah, Pennsylvania. 31-21 Steelers.
Booyah. Dolphins 49ers.
20-10 49ers.
Dang, that's disappointing. Colts,
No, it's not.
Colts Browns.
Browns 21, Colts 17.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Yep.
Oh, so I guess Pinsel and I kind of agree with that one.
That's right,
That's
because
right.
after what they did
Wow.
last week.
It's even.
Giants Cowboys. We just got done that game.
And then this one, Cowboys 35, Giants 20.
Very nice. Now you're all caught up. Let's get into the next game.
There
The
we
game
go.
that was flexed could now be the CBS game of the week. Broncos and Patriots. This game is in New England. The spread is even once again. And the referee for this game will be Sean Hockley. Who you guys got and why?
Sean Hockley.
Yeah, man.
I do not know why this got flexed. I think this is a 1:00 game, but
Yeah, this is bad.
yeah, it is what it is. At the end of the day, we just need to keep watching the damn Patriots, I guess. But whatever. Denver, they're banged up right now, not playing good football. I mean, they beat the Jets, but it was a very ugly game.
Oh,
They
my
had
God.
their third string in last week, and he threw 3 picks against the Jets.
God.
I mean, yeah,
Kind of
3
upset.
picks against the Jets.
The Jets.
That's embarrassing.
Oh my God. Embarrassing to watch. But you know, a win's a win, I guess, but they're not going to get so lucky this time because the Patriots, they got a much better defense, and I don't know if Cam Newton's going to be starting in this game. Depends if
He will
he's
not be.
healthy.
I don't think he
It's
will
not.
because he has to be quarantined for 2 weeks. So he
Really?
won't-
So
He got COVID?
yeah. Well, he had COVID the day
Yeah.
before the Patriots.
Mm.
so I don't know. So like, if I'm the Patriots after that game on Monday, I would never start Brian Hoyer again because he's
John
trash.
sucked.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
Brian. Yeah,
pretty
he's
painful.
horrible. He's horrible. No other way to put it. He's horrible.
Right.
I'll give Jarrett Stidham a pass. I mean, it was his first start, but you can't. At the same time, he threw 2 picks. One of them it was on Julian Edelman because it grazed off his fingertips and it ended up being a pick 6. But the other one was on Stidham. You can't force a throw like that into the end zone when you're at your goal line. You just
No.
can't do that. So
Hell no.
yeah, this is going to be a much closer game than it should be, but I am going to go ahead and take the Patriots to win this one simply because, like how the Patriots, they always struggle in Denver, the Broncos always struggle in Boston. So I'm going to say it turns out to be the case. But give me New England to win this one. Low scoring defensive game once again, 20-13.
I actually am going to go second on this game because I also have another big announcement. Today, Stephon Gilmore got COVID.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yes, he did. He is going to be quarantined 2 weeks as well.
Oh.
But there were no other positive tests. Stephon Gilmore is the only one, so he will have to quarantine. But that's why the Patriots had to cancel practice today. But the Patriots will be out Cam Newton and Stephon Gilmore hosting the Broncos. And this will be the battle between Jarrett Stidham and Brett Ripien. I think if he's going to be a starting quarterback. God, this game's going to be embarrassing to watch. Why was this flex and why is this the CBS game of the week? Why? It's dumb.
That's stupid.
The game's going to be boring and dumb. This is going to be a defensive-heavy game. I think there will be a very little scoring, but I think the Broncos will actually get the win just because Stephon Gilmore and Cam Newton are both out for this game. Give me the Broncos in a low-scoring game, 19-13. Give me the Broncos.
Interesting.
Because it is even, so it is a coin flip pretty much.
Yeah, this one seems so bad. I think I'd rather watch 3 straight hours of Julia Child than watch it.
Oh my God.
And it's pretty much even. So if they say it's a pick, you give the advantage to the home team. So I'm going to do that. And I agree with Steel Million. It's going to be a low scoring game. I got the Patriots winning this one 20-17.
Make that 3. I also have the Patriots. Yeah, it doesn't really matter who they start at quarterback. I still think Patriots going to roll over that depleted defense. I'm going to say a little bit higher scoring than you guys say. I'm going to say 30-20 in favor of the Patriots.
Wow. Now we got the Sunday night football game. Check your local listings.
On NBC.
We have the Minnesota Vikings versus the Seattle Seahawks. This game is in Seattle. I'm sorry. This game's in Seattle. And good Lord, this is going to be a very interesting game, to say the least. Tony Cornett will be the referee. The Seahawks are favored by 7. Who do you guys got? Why?
I agree. I think this is going to be an interesting game. On one hand, you got the Seahawks. Russell Wilson. I can't stress it enough. He's my pick to win MVP this year. He is just on a completely different level. He had quote unquote only 2 touchdowns against the Dolphins, but still he had a good game. So I think with Minnesota's defense looking really bad to start the year, I think Russ is going to feast on that. But then you got the Vikings. Kirk Cousins, he didn't look like the bum that I've been saying that he is. So that's why Minnesota got that win. Seattle's defense is very suspect as well. So I think the Vikings are going to put points up on the board for this game. But Russell Wilson is just going to make it too much for the Vikings to handle. Plus, it's in Seattle. The Seahawks, they're one of the best home teams in the league, and they're insanely hard to beat in prime time as well.
Oh yeah.
They've always been a great primetime team since Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson came there. So I got that being more of the same again. Give me the Seahawks to take this one. Pretty high scoring game, actually. Give me Seattle 42-32.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna take those buzzards too. What can you say about Russell Wilson? I mean, this guy is he's red hot, MVP caliber. That's what I'm saying. And Minnesota, I can't seem to find an identity with Minnesota though.
Nope.
But I'm taking the buzzards. Yeah, those Seattle Buzzards, as I call them. I got them with a score of 35-20.
Alex?
Well, yeah, I pretty much agree with everyone here. I'm gonna go with the Seahawks as well. Best home field advantage in the NFL, and it's prime time. They're basically unstoppable in prime time. So, with that reason, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks, 31-27.
This is my third and final guaranteed team to lose. Good Lord. The Vikings are smoke and mirrors. This team is extremely disappointing. I thought they were going to be one of the best contending teams in the NFC North. I was God wrong. And, oh my God, the Vikings have so many issues, it's not even funny. Their defense is a liability. Seattle is one of the best offenses. And, good God, this game is going to be extremely fun to see the Vikings get absolutely blown the Viking bitch out, as Jerome would say. The White Queens, that's right.
Yeah.
And I have the Seahawks winning this game convincingly, 49-21. This game's not even going to be close, to be honest with you. I really don't think this game's going to be close. Minnesota will probably have a garbage time touching my Dalvin Cook, but that's about it. Or as Chisel Adonis says, get connected for free. Kirk Cousins can remember the Adam Thielen TD. Now we got the game of the week. Monday Night Football, the New Orleans Saints against the Los Angeles Chargers. This game is in New Orleans, and New Orleans is an 8-point favorite. Who do you guys got and why?
Yeah, I agree. That's another home field advantage for the Saints. Another great NFL home field advantage. Although I think this one is going to be a very close game. It will be a high-scoring game, but I think the Saints win it very, very close. 33-31. Who dat?
I agree as well. The Saints, they've always been a very strong home team since Drew Brees and Sean Payton. Saints have also the Saints, though, they kind of look a little suspect in primetime because they've already lost 2 primetime games this year. I don't see them losing another primetime game right now. I think the Saints have finally found a rhythm on offense, and Brees is playing better because he looked really shaky to start the year. Alvin Kamara, he's still beast, and Saints are really clicking. I think they're going to want to put the pressure on Tampa because I think the Buccaneers are going to get the win on Thursday, and I think the Saints respond by getting a win of their own. The Chargers, they are just not looking good, although Justin Herbert, he is playing pretty well for a rookie right now. I'll give him that. But the Chargers, I gave their defense credit, and it's looked very bad ever since I did, and now they got to go up against another high-powered offensive team in the Saints. But I do got the Chargers making it a game. Give me the New Orleans Saints to go to 3-2 by a final of 33-27.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Saints here. Yeah, the Chargers will make it interesting, but I say the Saints will pull away late. Drew Brees is the second bad man. It's like I like to call him that, and I can see him going for another 300 yards here. Alvin Kamara, Beast Mode 2.0, and I think they figured out that hey, he can throw touchdowns to people who are not named Michael Thomas. I mean,
Yep.
he can still do that. So I got the Saints winning this one 35-24. Who dat?
I've been reading the comments, though, that this game might be moved to Indianapolis because of Hurricane Delta.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
sure if that's going to happen yet because it will hit probably Saturday. But
Delta.
yeah, Hurricane Delta, yeah, because they stopped giving the names out. It's now the Greek alphabet.
Oh,
First time they've ever done this. It's weird, I know. This is 2020 for y'all. What else is going to surprise you anymore? Seriously. Like, realistically, so many things are going to surprise us. It's not even funny. We have to go to freaking Greek alphabet because we ran on names. Anyways, getting into the game, though, this is actually my upset pick of the week.
Really?
I think the Chargers
Oh.
game win. Here's the reason why. I think the New Orleans Saints defense is absolutely terrible right now. They let Detroit almost win that game. Detroit had no reason even coming close to winning that game, but yet New Orleans almost let Detroit win. And if they allow that points to Detroit, and they only had one good game this year against Tampa, otherwise their defense has been extremely bad. The Saints, they can't cover anyone to save their life, and they can't get to the quarterback without getting a penalty. And Justin Herbert, if it wasn't for the Chargers, I think the Chargers would have beaten the Buccaneers last week. And I think, though, that this game, Justin Herbert is going to prove what a baller he is. I have the Chargers winning this game in an upset fashion.
Ooh.
Baller.
35. Give me the Chargers. This is my upset pick of the week. I've not made
Baller.
an upset pick in a while, and I need to make an upset pick. This is my upset pick of the week.
Wow.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
I know. I wanted to shock you all, and I did.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
with that being said, hate week analysis. There was supposed to be one this week, but unfortunately, the Eagles, the Philly Knights, are pretty much dead. So, Desert Eagle, Eagle Speed, EDP is not even in TCC anymore. And there are no 8 weeks to view this week. Unfortunately, I don't have any other videos planned just because it is a shorter week and I wanted to make sure the game is going on. And I want to save something special for the Browns next week. So we're going to go ahead and end the show here, guys. Thank you all for tuning in to the show tonight. Let us know in your comments below what your Week 5 picks are. Let us know what upsets you have. Let us know if you have any locks, Stone Cold Lock and Century of the Weeks. Let us know in the comments below. But with that being said, you guys have any final words before we call it a night?
Sorry I was late.
No
Had
problem.
shit to do.
Glad you able to come on, though.
At least I got my picks in.
Hell
And
yeah. You did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Duck 6.
that's right.
If the Falcons, I say the Falcons will lose, but if they still have Dan Quinn after this loss, something is terribly wrong.
It's Arthur Blank, unfortunately. He doesn't
Yeah.
like change.
They're the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results.
You know that sounds like another owner that I know very, very, very well.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
could that be?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
So you guys
Oh,
have
yeah.
any final words?
Does his name happen to rhyme with Larry Tones?
Or his initials Double J and not Jeff Jarrett.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah,
Or Josh Jones. Well, oh, wait a minute.
yeah.
John Bones Jones.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute. Okay.
Well, I'm gonna sign off, and I do got something for the Browns as well. So,
Good
You
old
better-
Cleveland Steamer.
so you guys better win this game Sunday against the Colts, because next week
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Woo!
you go to hell.
Rest in peace.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do.
I love it.
All right, and I am gone. Battle of PA, man. Let's go. Best side, west side, baby. And I am gone. You guys have a good one. As always, Lucas, thank you so much for having me
No
on
problem.
here.
I
My
had you
hate
on,
week
man.
for them Philadelphia Sheagles will be out by tomorrow
Philadelphia.
afternoon. Check in for that. This is still made and checking on out, and I am gone. Peace.
See you guys later.
Later.
Stay awesome. See you guys later. Stay awesome. My hate week will also be out tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Eagles, the one-hit wonder of the NFL. Stay tuned to that tomorrow. See you guys later. Stay awesome.